about the way your team responded tonight after last night?
They just kept going. I mean, the entire time we're talking about a guy that's, leading the league in ERA, and you look up at the board and he's got 13 of 17 starts at home, and he's given up 3 runs or less, and they kept grinding the entire game.
What fueled the offense, particularly in the fourth?
I think the fact that we had really good at bats with 2 strikes, and what I'm really the most proud of is, it was the rookies. Davis had a heck of at bat, Peggy had a good at bat, Trillo had a good at bat, and they just kept going. And even after we gave up runs, they continued to be aggressive, and then Connor just had really good at bats today.
They responded to your beginning with the beginning of their own fifth. They cut that deficit to 2, and when it's that margin, this crowd, anything can happen. But they respond with a 5-run inning of your own. Just that inning in particular, the 6th, what can you say about the ability to fire back?
Yeah, I think the biggest part is after Mitch gave up the grand slam to Hap, getting through it. He didn't let the emotion. It cut it to 8-6. He had just given up 5. He did not spin out of control. He stayed under control, was able to execute pitches. He went through a stretch there where he just missed in the middle, and the breaking ball didn't get as sharp. But the fact that he was able to do that and then go back out to get to Baraki, I thought was the most important thing. But I think the maturity of Mitch Keller was after he gave up the grand slam to be able to finish that inning. That was really important.
Why'd you keep him in there?
Because of the fact that I trust him, and he's warranted that trust with how he's pitched this year. And going right after, after Hap going after the next hitter, he went right after him. Fastball was good, so just trust in what Mitch has done this year.
Shelton, what do you think it says about this group with as bad as last night was and as lopsided as it was to come back in here and seemingly shower it off and do it all over again the right way?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is in this environment after getting it handed to us last night right from the get-go. And I think the thing that stands out is we had an opportunity to score in the first and we didn't. And they didn't let that beat them down, and they continued to go after Steele, which was really important.
I was gonna say, what kind of qualities does it take? They score 5. You put up a 3 spot next half. What kind of qualities does that take just to punch back in a tough place to win?
Yeah, just keeping your foot on the gas, I think, is the biggest thing. And I think one of the things I learned about our group today is they're not scared. Last night again we got it handed to us, and they came right out back today with a bunch of young kids and kept their foot on the gas, and I'm really proud of them for that.
Schulte, you alluded to Henry's at bats tonight. Is that a sigh of relief just seeing him get back closer to what we saw before the IL?
Yeah, I think it's controlling the at bats. The 2-strike base hit he got when he grinded to 3-2, but the next at bat, the walk, I think stood out as much because he's not chasing balls out of the zone, which is really important.
You talk about not being scared. These last 2 days, it's going to be a win and a loss. But in terms of things that you want to see as this team continues to take that next step, is that a quality that you are essentially proud of?
Yeah, 100%. Even Stratton. He's got 2 or 3 major league appearances to come in and finish the game out regardless. Finish the game out in this environment, to go through 2, 3, 4 in their order. Really important. Just little steps that we need to take in the last 11 games. I think we took a bunch of them today, and we just got to continue to go.
Hey, one thing, we saw Bednar kind of sitting around while Selby and Stratton were warming up, and then you get that run to make it a 6-run game. He kind of half laughs and smiles. What was your Bednar's pitching? All right, go have a seat.
Yeah, we were going to go to Betty at 4, and then the fact that we continued to extend it was important for us, because if we can keep him out of games, but at 4 we would have gone to him. So the fact that he had a little fun with it, I guess, is good.
Schulte, have you seen anything out of Tree that's leading to this spike in power?
I just think the fact that Andy and Christian have done a really good job getting him into his legs. When he's in his legs, he has the ability to impact the ball because the barrel of the bat gets out front. And I think what we saw earlier in the year is that he wasn't in the strongest position. We've continued to work on it, and because of it, we're seeing him impact the baseball.